In the eyes of the world, Ohio is the birthplace of aviation, the home of Neil Armstrong, and the mother of U.S. presidents. But that vision is expanding to include Ohio's incredible monumental earthworks built by ancient American Indians 2,000 years ago. We are beyond thrilled that after many years of effort from a broad group of partners, the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks have now been inscribed to the UNESCO World Heritage List and join more than 1,100 World Heritage sites on an international stage. These 8 earthworks are the 25th World Heritage Sites in the United States and the first in Ohio.
The World Heritage List comes out of the World Heritage Convention, which was adopted by UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, to recognize sites that are so important they deserve to be recognized by the world.
A World Heritage inscription recognizes the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks' outstanding universal value, on par with places like the Great Wall of China, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and the Taj Mahal. The 8 sites in Licking, Ross, and Warren counties are masterpieces of human creative genius, with incredible precise geometry, massive scale, and astronomical alignments that connect people, earth, and sky. The sites bear testimony to the cultural tradition of the people who built them, and by understanding something about them, we can understand something about the people who made them.
Here were representations that were miraculous, that people needed to know about and people needed to appreciate, and that our people needed to honor.
The Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks is about 8 sites telling a single story. The sites are all related, and they were built during the same time period from about AD 1 to 400. Some of them are geometric earthworks that use the same measurements, the same diameters of circles, and many of them have burial mounds associated with them, with similar kinds of exquisitely crafted ceremonial objects coming from across North America. Hilltop enclosures, geometric enclosures, with a vast knowledge of geometry and astronomy. It ties all these sites together, and by including them all in one nomination, it allows us to tell the story with all its chapters together.
The Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks include the Newark Earthworks, which includes the Great Circle Earthworks. It's a gigantic circular enclosure 1,200 feet across. The Octagon Earthworks, also at Newark, is aligned to the rising and setting of the moon over its 18.6-year-long cycle. These are geometric earthworks. Fort Ancient Earthworks is a 3.5-mile expanse of walls that surround a bluff top in Warren County in southwestern Ohio. The Hopewell Mound Group, the largest of the enclosures, it's part hilltop enclosure because one of the walls goes up into the hills, and part geometric earthworks because of a perfect square that's attached to this D-shaped earthwork. There's Mound City, a veritable city of mounds, the largest concentration of burial mounds in the Hopewell world, surrounded by a rectangular wall with rounded corners. Right across the river is the Hopeton Earthworks, a circle and a square with a set of parallel walls that lead down to the Scioto River. Further south, there's the High Bank Works, another circle and octagon enclosure, which also includes those alignments to the moon. There's also Sept Earthworks in Paint Creek Valley, which has one of the largest burial mounds of the Hopewell culture that's been restored so that people can appreciate it.
When I first saw the mounds, all I saw were the undulations, the mounds, and I didn't have knowledge about the summer solstice, the winter solstice. I didn't have knowledge about the 18.6-year cycle there at Newark Earthworks. All of those things involve science, mathematics, geometry. It's impossible that they could not have been intelligent people. These people had to be geniuses.
The genius of these places is really important for American Indian communities so that kids can understand, adults can understand, but also so that as World Heritage Sites, they can come visit and reconnect with these sites where some of their songs and stories and ceremonies really started and have deep roots and make that deep connection that they've been away from for centuries now.
We may be gone, but we don't have to lose what our forefathers did. That needs to be saved, that needs to be protected. I want to share it with the world.
We hope that everyone, Ohioans, visitors from our region, as well as travelers from around the world, will make a point to see the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks. Whether you spend a single day, or 2 or 3 days, or even more, these are truly works of outstanding human genius which need to be seen and appreciated in person. Visit hopewellearthworks.org to plan your visit today.